Hey Canucks fans, the Canucks have just announced signings of 3 players on this Canada Day Friday. Jack Rathbone, Noah Juulsen, and Will Lockwood. I am Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Friday, July the 1st. Happy Canada Day. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy as I work my way to 10,000 subscribers. Okay, I just recorded a 10-minute vlog talking about how excited I am to be home from Sweden on Canada Day. I talked about the current state of the Canucks. I talked about my new membership levels. I will still post that vlog a couple hours from now, but let's give this one room to breathe. Because as I was recording that vlog, the Canucks announced the signings of 3 players, a couple of them hopefully that will be important parts of their future. So the first one is defenseman Jack Rathbone, signed to a one-way contract. They didn't say for how long or for how much, but the important thing about a one-way contract is you're only paid one way. Whether you're in the NHL or the AHL, you're going to make the same amount of money. So Jack Rathbone, you guys know how high on it I am on him. I like him. I like Podkolzin as our 2 real young guys that I think that are going to really make a big splash on this team. And Jack Rathbone, he's not getting old, but he's getting to a point where we're wanting to see him in the lineup on a regular basis. 23 years old. He played in 39 Abbotsford games last season, getting 40 points, 10 points, and 30 assists, which is pretty good. It was the best, totals on the Abbotsford Canucks club for defensemen. And he's played in 17 NHL games, all with the Canucks, and he has 3 points, a goal, and 2 assists in those 3 games. And he was drafted 95th overall by the Canucks back in 2017. That's the Elias Pettersson draft. So 95th overall would be basically the start of the 4th round. So if he becomes a regular NHL player, the start of the 4th round is pretty good, actually. Is nothing bad, nothing to be ashamed of. That would be a really good find. Usually you want 1, if not 2 picks to hit from each draft. So a 4th round pick to hit would be really, really good. You guys know how much I like Jack Rathbone's game. He's like a not as good Quinn Hughes. He can still skate really well, got good edge work, got good offensive instincts, needs to work a bit on his defensive game, his work inside the defensive zone. But that's exactly what we were saying about Quinn Hughes about a year ago, and we know that the great season that Quinn Hughes had. So I would love for Rathbone to make a splash on this team. I love him to play with Ekman Larsson and then Hughes, and that would be our left side. Maybe move Dermott on the right, and you could have Dermott, Myers, and Shen on the right. And then that still doesn't include Pullman or someone like that. So, or Hunt or anyone. So we'll see what happens that way. But I would love for Rathbone to indeed get a shot next season. And if that means playing with Dermott on a 3rd pairing, I'd be all for that. Rathbone and Dermott on the 3rd, Hughes and Shen, and then Ekman Larsson and Myers. You could do that. So we'll see what happens. But yes, Jack Rathbone signed to a one-way contract. Then 2 players signed to 2-way contracts. So if one way is you only get paid one way, 2 ways means you get paid 2 ways. You make more money, obviously, if you're playing the NHL, and you make a minor league salary when you're playing in the AHL. So obviously incentive to make the big club. So another defenseman, Noah Juulsen. Remember, we traded for him and Lamico for Olli Juolevi. That's a pretty good deal when you think about it. If you even consider Juulsen and Juolevi to be almost equivalent, and then Lamico, obviously a staple on our 4th line last year, that was a really good trade for us back in October of 2021. Juulsen played only 8 games, had 2 assists. He actually started really well, and then he kind of tapered off in my eyes a little bit. So I don't think he's going to compete for a spot on the Vancouver Canucks. I expect him to be an Abbotsford Canucks fixture, and that's why he has the 2-way contract. Cool thing about him, he's from Abbotsford, and he was drafted in the 1st round. He's a 1st round draft pick, 26th overall, back in 2015, drafted by the Montreal Canadiens. And then you have Will Lockwood, who made a bit of a splash with the Canucks last year with his really good work ethic and good speed and grit in the bottom 6. He's 24 years old, and he played in 46 games in Abbotsford, collecting 25 points. And then he also played in 13 games for the Canucks where he had 13 shots and 9 penalty minutes, but maybe no points. That's probably why they didn't say anything there. And I really like Lockwood. He was drafted way back by the Canucks in the start of the 3rd round, I believe, 64th, in the 2016 draft. So that's why it makes sense that he got drafted the year before Rathbone because he's a year older than Rathbone. So with Lockwood, I see him as battling for a 12th or 13th spot because when you flesh out the Canucks roster, despite me talking later in my vlog today about there might be a lot of changes, you still see Lockwood as a 12th or 13th forward battling guys like Dickinson and Hoglander, Chason if he comes back, Highmore, Lamico, those kind of guys for a spot in the bottom six. So once again, Jack Rathbone, Noah Juulsen, Will Lockwood all signed to new contracts. Terms haven't been released, but I'm sure they will get leaked or shared later on throughout the day. But the biggest thing is, these are all good signings for the Canucks as they start to now. I've been joking around about how much they've been doing on the off the ice in the head office, management, coaching. Now it's time to get to work with some new contracts for a bunch of their players, UFAs and RFAs. So Canucks fans, in the comments below, let me know what your thoughts, and really talk about Rathbone in particular. Do you think that he's got a shot to make this club coming out of training camp next season? As always, thanks to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, and to Advanced City Experts Real Estate Group, and shout out to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, and legendary Andrew Chang. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Leave a tip or super thanks if you'd like to. Become a member or upgrade if you'd like to. And leave a comment down below if you'd like to about any of these signings, and in particular, Jack Rathbone. Do you think he has a chance to make the team next season? If you made it this far, 6.5 minutes in, I think, if you want to shoot me a welcome back in the comments, that would be great. I got Happy Canada Day in my other video. So shoot me a welcome back in the comments. Then I know that you made it all the way to the end of this video, or that you're a nice person overall. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Look for my other video a couple hours from now, and have a safe and blessed Canada Day. God bless, and go Canucks go.